Hi, I'm here to explain to you how the latest, uh, you know, uh, KGov details can be looked at. You can just come over here to Cargraphical Insights, cargraphical.com, and then click on Insights. Come to the last graph over here, and here we have, a graph that has various components. On one side, you have the various uh, you know, uh, filters for you to check out on which OEM you want to really focus on. And all these are toggles. For example, you choose Maruti, everything else falls in place, and you want to come out of it, you just, look at, you just toggle it back, just click on the same point again. So here what you see is compounded annual growth rates, and here what you see is a year-on-year growth rate. They're two very different. Here what happens is you're looking at a situation where you're looking at the trailing 12 months. In this particular hover over, you're able to see TTM sales of 315,779, which means the last 12 months, so from March 2024 till Feb 2025, that's the trailing 12 months. This particular uh, 4-meter hatch has sold 315,779 in this period, and for another 12 months before that, which is March of 2023 till Feb of 2024, 386,963 was sold. So you see that there's an 18.4 percentage fall from there. So you can actually do this calculation. You can make use of these two numbers and arrive at 18.4%. So, to ensure that viewers have a very clear understanding of how some of these numbers are calculated, I've done this. You want to look at, for example, which are the models when we speak of hatches, and I'm saying it's a 4-meter hatch. So which are the models that are playing a role over here? Just choose this, and automatically the models that are around in this particular, body segment uh, choice will come over here and show you all the various models. So if you look at some of the more popular ones like the SUV 4-meter, you can see all the models that have sold in the month of Feb 25, which I've chosen. You can choose any other period of your interest and look at how things are moving on. So the way to come out of it, as I said, just click on this once more and everything falls in place. This particular donut chart over here breaks it up by, form factors and tells you what are the sales, what percentage of the entire market is constituted by this particular sub-segment. So, for the 380,000 that were dispatched in 2025 Feb, a quarter of them were just 4-meter SUVs. I mean, this is a beautiful insight. A quarter of all the cars that are selling in India are 4-meter SUVs. And that's the reason why, you have very good, 1-year CAGR growth rates showing up. You look at some of these players over here who have come. Skoda has done so well this month thanks to their, the sales of the Kailak, which have really propelled their month-on-month growth to 147 percent over last February of 2024. So that is how you see this entire picture. You can look at the hatch mini and see how it works out. Uh, again, you can look at all the various components, which are the models which are selling over here, what's happening to this particular sub-segment, is it growing, is it falling, who are the OEMs, automatically all these things fall in place. So another viewpoint over here is to look at it from a market share trend, so you can understand where exactly all these different players are sitting. So the moment you do that, you choose a particular sub-segment, automatically these some of these graphs, realign to your filter choices. So let me know if you want to see something else, whether it's in the hover overs, whether it is in the filters, whether it's in the choices you have. Just let me know what you want to see. What are the business questions that you want to get answered? What are the business questions you feel are not being answered over here? When it comes to growth rates. There are many other, charts I've come out over here with this, for example, by power bands, you can see what is happening. Different power bands, and these are approximate understandings because different cars, even if you look at something like, Maruti Franks comes in two states of tune. One is a 100 bhp turbocharged petrol, and the other is an 80 bhp or 82 bhp naturally aspirated engine. So we take a decent understanding of where we feel some of these cars would fall in, or a majority of the sales would fall in, and push it over here. So you can also look at how different price bands like 100 to 150, it is growing at a rate of around 48.27% year on year. That's the kind of growth you see, whereas the lower powered cars are really down, not doing too well. So you can have a look at this graph. You can have a look at by price ranges, very similar. Hover over and you'll see a lot of good detail throwing up. Make use of some of these filters over here, and make best use of it. This is, for example, this is starting period of 24th Feb to 2024 Feb to 2025 Feb. What has happened? The market has grown overall at just around 2.3%. But if you break it up by segments, where exactly is the growth? And you see it's all in the SUVs. Every other segment of the market has really not done well at all. So though the SUV individual growth rate is 10.23, its effect on the market is around 5.21, because around half the market is SUVs. So half of 10.23 is what it is showing. Uh, as the weighted average growth rate. Similarly, for sedans, though it is down almost 3.62%, its weighted average, its effect on the overall growth rate is just minus 0.31. MUVs are 0.97, and hatch is around minus 1.64. So you add all this, minus 1.64, minus 0.97, minus 0.31, and 5.21, you'll arrive at this 2.3. So we can actually look at various types. Now we are looking at body type over here. We can look at it from an OEM's perspective and try to understand which are the OEMs that have really done well February to February. You can make your choice. You can try to understand it from a perspective of even when you open this out, you will get even more options over here. So you can come over here and choose 23 over 24. That was a comparison based on which the annual issue had come out. So you can look at what's happening with Mahindra, for example, over here, and you realize that Mahindra grew 18.91% February on February, and contributed to 2.15% of the growth. So suppose Mahindra wasn't there, this growth rate would have been almost zero. So this is the way we can look at various how different form factors, how different body types have played their own role in propelling growth. So you see weighted average is 4.5% for 4-meter SUVs. And if these guys weren't there, we would have been in the red February. So you can look at it from various perspectives. You can even choose models over here and try to understand what's happening. You can choose a particular company. For example, I want to see, if Mahindra has really done so well, or Maruti has, what is Maruti's growth over this year, and it's just February to February is just 0.32%. And you see how Franks has contributed. Always just close the filters and then do the hover over, you get the value. So individual growth rate is 51%. It's contributed to 2% growth. If Franks hadn't grown, Maruti would have been at the rate. So you see all these different views. This is trying to understand how different body types have performed month on month, since 2011. So here again we can play around and try to understand how things are moving. You have the Kager analysis, you have the form factor segments over here. uh, And then you have the market share analysis. You can play around over here. You have even ranking over here. So you choose SUVs, and you can understand which are the different models that are there over here, just like the Kager charts, but you also see the ranking month on month, what's happening. Rank month and year in this particular segment of SUV and 4-meter SUV, how Maruti has performed, been at the top, rank one since the last 12 months. So there are many ways of slicing and dicing data, understanding this chart. So go through it. Let me know how we can make a difference. Thank you so much.